Peace. I know it's a Saturday evening and everybody's probably out kicking it and doing their thing. Hope you're able to get a moment to steal away from the bullshit. But you can't even see me on here. But real quick, I wanted to tell this story real quick. The three fights. My uncle, who passed in December, who passed in 2008, my uncle Labib Mustafa. He was telling us a story about how when he was running the street, he used to have a partner named Pep. And Pep put him up on game. And Pep told him when he got out there, you got three fights you're going to have to fight. And there was one cat he fought, and then he fought this other guy. And the third fight was Pep. He had to fight his homeboy himself. It was almost like a little internal gang initiation. And I thought about that, and it made me think about just in our everyday lives, these three fights we got to fight. And one is the fight that you're constantly in with yourself. Okay? Two is the fight that you in with the people in your general vicinity who look like you, who you think have the same struggle as you, but yet you have to battle with these folk on a daily basis, sometimes weekly, monthly, but it's a consistent basis. You got to deal with them and be enthralled in battle, especially if you are awake and they are asleep. And their intention is, like Brother Dawood said one time, like some of your family members are sitting here to hold you down. Well, we're going to extend that beyond family members, and some people you might encounter in your life were merely there, we won't say hold you down, but to provide a level of resistance. Now, the resistance is so that you can become your greater version of yourself. But these people might not necessarily have any purpose beyond just functioning as a weight machine for you to lift to make your muscles get bigger. They're just there to provide resistance. So that's a different way to look at this second fight you got with these people who are around you who look like you. You think that y'all got a common struggle, common understanding, that you can eventually come to common ground. But because of deficiencies in themselves, that can't happen. But it makes them a good tool to strengthen you through all of the bullshit, through all of the games they try to play, all of the attempts for attention, and other, just all mundane, silly shit. And your mind is way out on damn Mars somewhere, and they always are there to try to snatch you back to Earth and hold you down with some simple old bullshit. That's the second fight you have to deal with. And actually, and this is the great paradox, these people are a blessing in the long term, But in the short term, they are a motherfucking nuisance. And you can apply whatever you got going on in your life, and you can fill in the name in the blank of some ignorant ass motherfucker who don't mean nobody no good, and their sole purpose is just to try to get your attention, to distract you. Okay? Now, that's the second fight. The third fight you still gotta fight is the people who don't have commonality with you, who don't share in your struggle, who can't relate, and who don't hold your destiny, who don't share your destiny. And their goal is to hold you down because it is all out war where they're looking at it as us or them. What my daddy used to always say is that I'm not bothered about these other folk that I got to deal with because I expect them to be the way they are. But he said what bothers me the most is my own folk. How they'll treat you, how they'll do you, your own folk. This is one of those perplexing aspects of humanity. But then again, this is not just a human thing, because when we study mythology, them motherfuckers don't do nothing but backbite. They don't do nothing but turn on each other. Running game. One got a coalition over here, and then one turncoat go over here. So obviously, this is a part of the divine drama. There would be obviously no existence without some type of fight. So I guess as I keep on talking, I get a little more understanding myself. Because earlier today, I sure was irritated, But I have to understand, to whom much is given, much is required. To whom much is given, much is required. Why does Atlas have to bear the weight of the globe, or let me not say globe, the weight of the world on his shoulders? Because he was capable to carry it. That's why. Why does each of us have to carry our cross? Carry our crossing over? It's because we're capable of carrying that motherfucker. When I was little, I was the youngest brother of all the brothers. My brothers they had a thing, where if you want to get in there and start tussling and trying to throw blows and fight, don't be crying when you get knocked upside your head. It said if you can't take it, don't dish it. If you can't take it, don't dish it. Those of us who are on this frequency, and this is a frequency, I guess the thing we're gonna have to accept as part of it. Yeah, we got some things we can do to set a motherfucker straight. Now let's not be mistaken about that shit. But part of us being on this path is we have to be able to endure a lot of bullshit. It's a lot of bullshit just to endure, just to go and sit in an area where you're surrounded by a bunch of motherfuckers who are dead. You're the only one alive, and you have to be there and be subjected to whatever bullshit they deem is, you know, important, or what they want to talk about, or what they hooting and hollering about. You got to be subjected to that shit. So who's the one fucker suffering? They ain't suffering. They happy as a lark. They ignorantly blissed or ignorant. I said it backwards. You're the one suffering, but that's a part of it. That is a part of this shit. Suffering. The suffering of just the energy feel of somebody who is on a low level. So that's why the older I get, the more I like to stay shut up in my motherfucking house. Every chance I can get, I want to be home. And I'm hating people more and more every goddamn hour, not day, every hour. So yeah, we have to use this medium to communicate, because it's one of the few ways you can reach other folk who are dealing with the same shit, who are surrounded by a bunch of goddamn motherfucking wolves who don't know they fucking foot from their elbow. That's the suffering. Congratulations. That's your God startup kit. But I tell you this, uh, what that cat say? I was made for this. Kambada, I was made for this. God damn it, I was made for this. And I fathom that you were made for it too. So whatever monkey ass bullshit you got going on in your life, some old stupid ass, two left foot having ass, Bell palsy syndrome face looking motherfucker that's giving you problems, giving you belly ache, fuck them with handcuffs and super glue. Like goddamn Bernie Mac said, fuck them up against the wall. Never heard, fold, keep pushing. That's right. Fuck up against the wall with handcuffs, super glue. That's right. I see dead people. I see fucking dead people. But it also say, but I shall fear no evil, because I am evil. I shall fear no evil. If y'all get a chance, go and read the book of Ezekiel. Go and read Ezekiel. The opening act of Ezekiel. And just you know, take a deep breath. This was really refreshing for me just to have this little outburst. You know, some of this shit is really just therapeutic for myself. And I hope it is for you as well, because we are the ones who are thrust into this secret battle. We're in a little secret battle, and most of the people around us don't even realize it. And you know what's the damning thing? The stupid motherfuckers don't know that we're actually working on their goddamn behalf. Now, how fucked up is that? I'm working on your behalf to help end your goddamn misery. That's the way you are, because you're miserable. You don't have no purpose. You don't know who you are. You're empty. I'm working on your behalf. Got this misery. I'll be